first off, I want to again, thank you for giving me your time. One of the things that I've been doing in the state legislature is to deal with the issue of Asian food. What happened was that several years ago, we had in the state of California health inspectors that would come into San Francisco, particularly rice noodle places, and look at their operation. And what happened is that if you know anything about rice noodle, right, when you produce it, you need to then go out there and sell it and then consume it right away. Because if you don't do that and you wait longer and longer, it gets a little hard. And then if you refrigerate it, it gets even harder. And so what the health inspector said that, look, if you get it out, you really have to refrigerate it, because if you don't, then there will be a lot of germs, bacteria, people get sick and so on. Well, as you know, Asians have been eating rice noodles for 5,000 years and no one got sick from it. So how is it that just because they're produced here in San Francisco that you would get sick? So we started to come up with legislation. We talked to Jackie, who was the president of the Asian Food Association at that time, and so what can we do and so on. Because a lot of the legislation that we introduced, has to have support from everyone, because the bills have to pass not just in the San Francisco area representative, but all. So we were able to work with Jackie over that, and then we found out that there was some other problem, and that is that particularly in the Los Angeles area, you guys are so big. The bill that we got passed, signed by the governor, says 4 hours. You produce it, you don't have to refrigerate it, 4 hours, you can still sell it and all that. Well, in the Los Angeles area, you are much bigger. And so many of the noodle manufacturers, when they produce it and they ship it, or they drive it to San Diego, maybe they drive it to Fresno or Bakersfield, it's a longer period of time. So we needed to then find another way to take care of that particular problem. So what we did was we worked with the Department of Public Health to reformulate the rice noodle. Tastes the same, everything's the same, but a little change. And then we were able to get the bill passed, so it would be 24 hours. So now everybody's happy. Now, along the way, Jackie started to tell me that there are other problems too, where there are desserts that you guys, whereby people don't understand and they ask you to refrigerate it, and then it gets to be a problem. So when I talked to Jackie, she also said, maybe we should sit down with all of you guys to talk about this problem, because one of the issue is that if you have a problem and you fix it by bill, it takes quite a long time to get it done. It takes sometimes a year, and sometimes in the case of rice noodle, it took 2 years to deal with it. So you don't want to deal with this issue every time with a bill. So is there another way of faster dealing with it? So Jackie has now asked me to pull together a meeting of some of the state officials and federal officials to talk about some of these issues. So we've met with the governor's people on trade and so on. We're going to meet with some other individuals to get a meeting together with some of the Asian food people and some of the state and federal people to talk about this. So in the meantime, Jackie said, well, why don't you meet with some of the individuals in the Thai community to kind of hear what their issues are and see whether or not do we need a bill, do we just sit down to talk to government officials, what is it that we might be able to do to address your issues and so on. So that's why we're here, and again, thank you for your time. Okay?
Any other question?
Well, like, especially on Thai dessert, I understand.
And so these are the Thai, huh?
Yeah.
These are
I thought you.
I didn't have a problem.
This is the one
This is Andrew Land, he's also on
Hi.
my staff.
He's always about the Thai restaurant.
But I have to adopt to whatever the rule and regulation is.
Okay.
But the problem is, it's not that. It does, the Thai dessert, after you cook, you cool it down, put it in the refrigerator, the taste is changed.
Right.
If you keep it warm so long, the shape is changed. But we have no choice. If we want to sell it, we do the way whatever the health department is.
And what health department is this?
Oh, in Orange County.
Orange County.
Yes.
But what health department? Is this local or?
It's a local.
It's the county health department, right?
Yes. Yes, it's county. The health department.
And what dessert is it?
Dessert?
Which one?
Okay, sweet rice or sweet
Rice.
mango?
This one?
Yes,
I think one of the biggest issues they're having is mostly the dessert with like rice or sweet rice. And sweet rice, as you know, if you refrigerate it, it becomes like very, very hard and it's not consumable. And a lot of times, like sweet rice for us, like in the old countries, we can keep it like overnight and it's fine.
Right.
But they're saying that, oh, because you mix something in it, it
Yeah.
becomes like a prepared food. So it's no longer like just sweet rice type stuff. So you have coconut, you have everything, but we're saying that, well, what's the difference like with donuts and stuff? You put stuff on it, it's bread, but you put stuff on it. And you're able to allow people to, make donuts to last on the shelf for 24 hours. Why can't we do the same for, certain sweet rice products?
Now, do you know if they're following state regulations or is it local regulations, they say?
Well, according to the inspector, it says state regulation and also it's preventing of bacteria.
Right.
So once you mix with either egg, which is exceptional, we understand it should make with eggs. Many of Thai dessert doesn't make with egg, but yes, it cooked with coconut milk,
Uh-huh. Okay.
but it already cooked. So it should be left out for 24 hours or at least 12 hours. It's not 24 because most of the restaurants open only 12 hours. But every time when they come, we don't follow whatever they say. It will get thrown away.
Right. How long has this been going on?
How long? Ever since we, at least 27 years that I know it. So, but like I said, we do follow whatever the health said. But it's not the way how we eat or the population, especially Thai dessert, don't eat that way.
So if this has been going on for 27 years, right? So what do you guys do? You guys?
Oh, no, I had to follow them by put in the refrigerator. We buy the showcase that have
How about
refrigerator. It's
after
cool.
we can reheat over again after
If you
taking
put-
out from the
Well,
refrigerator?
like I said, even though you don't reheat, you warm it up. We keep it warm like sweet rice. We keep it warm all day. But at the end of the 12 hours, the rice is so soft. And the
texture
coconut,
changes.
yeah, the texture, the form of rice, instead of just about right what we cook, it's gonna be like very, very melts.
Oh,
And then, yeah,
So right now, you're saying that they want you to refrigerate it.
they said find a way to either refrigerator or keep it warm.
Or keep it
I
warm.
use the warmer.
Senator, may I add something?
Sure.
That's definitely what we practice. But most of the people, that's not what they do. They don't just ignore it.
You just ignore it, right?
Most of the time, most of the people that make dessert, like Thai Nakhon, like Miss Vanilla, she has a pretty famous restaurant, and that's what she tried to go to. But there's awful lot of some many other people that they don't do that.
They don't do that.
Right, and I mean like, we know that practically, it's not going to be any problem to us because it's the same thing the like the noodle. But if we were to ask everybody else do the same thing, they probably won't. And in the meantime, if the health department comes in, then it's going to be problem with basically the community, because that's how we consume it. That's how we make. That's how we consume it.
So you guys saying that probably most stores don't follow the rules anyway, and you try to do what you can, and that's about it. So you guys sort of are putting yourself at risk every time the health inspectors come, because you know that they'll find out and then they'll probably throw it away, or do they ask you to throw away, or they throw away themselves?
They throw it away. They don't ask you, they throw it away.
They throw it away.
They have right to throw it away because it's not the right way.
Okay.
So they do throw it.
Okay.
I think they go by the book when it said the temperature have to be on a certain like hot. If it's hot, it should be this much.
Right.
Even though we put in the refrigerator, it's still they have to check on the temperature.
Right.
Or,
So they are saying that you keep it in the refrigerator, and then how long can you keep it for?
oh, it's this one we can keep at least 3 days.
3 days.
Yes.
And then on the lights one, keeping it warm?
The rice
No, on the warm, keeping it warm, how long can you keep it warm?
we
still?
can keep overnight.
Overnight.
Yeah, but it had to be the next morning. It won't be good anyway. You want it won't spoil, but it's not as good. Then
It's like rice. If you cook it over and over
Right.
again, it becomes joke, right?
Okay.
so it's not good. So we have to cook a small portion, and then as we've been practicing, so we know how much we have to cook.
Oh.
But as far as for the whale's texture, you can live at over 12 hours. 12 hours overnight, it's okay.
Okay, so so what's the rule within the health department? They say once you cook it, you have to refrigerate right away?
No, after you cool it down and then another 2 hours, you have to put in the refrigerator.
Another 2 hours?
Right,
Okay. So they're treating it just like the rice and noodle?
Yeah.
right.
But usually
Uh-huh.
4 hours.
Yeah.
So Jackie, what is the rule on bakery? You know, as Thai said, with bakery, the one that is made on premises, they have a shelf life?
They do. They allow different shelf life for different baked goods. Okay, as long as there is no meat, like I think bread and tortilla, but bread with other like donuts and stuff. That I think they allow at least 24 hours to. Tortilla, I think it's allowed 3 days, and bread is allowed a week.
Now, let me ask you this. The health inspectors that come in, and you're in Orange County, right?
Yes.
Do they agree with the rule, or do they say, look, you know, I don't like to do this, but I have to do this. I think it's crazy, but I have to do it. Or do they say, no,
You must.
no, but how do they personally feel? That's what I'm saying.
If you don't follow the rule, you don't get passed. You don't get the certificate. So you must follow the rule.
You know how...
They don't say I don't like it. You have to. Every time when they come, they bring the book. Whatever we have all given, even though I have 2 locations. One said on the rice container, if you don't use it, like the spoon type thing, one location said you can use the warm water. And the other location said use ice only. And then if one come to the other, because they in the different area. So when I mentioned on the other, they said it's not my area. Whatever your area want to do, that's fine with them. This is what I suggest you, and you must do it. So it's a whatever. It depends on where they graduate from. So as you know.
Different degree.
No, if you are from UCI, you say something. You call state office, you say something. So we have to follow whatever the inspector.
So you have the accent.
I would add something to that. My name is Sam. I'm normally a consultant with health department.
You're what now?
I'm a consultant, health department consultant with all the restaurants
Okay.
local. I have a question about the sticky rice. They wrap with the banana leaf. They put the banana inside. They grill it. They're asking me every time when the health department come. If they see that they're sticking the temperature in there, it have to be over 140. There's no way they can do that. No way. That sticker right can be 130 above that one. If not, have to be below 40. That's gonna be not the sticker right on the grill. No way to do that. And then those people have to do what? To sell on Sunday when the health department is not coming. That is not telling the
No,
truth.
but I do have that too.
And,
We have to
and you
refrigerate.
know, I feel so bad because all those vendors, the creator, I don't think they make more than $50 a day. They're doing for living just to put in the shelf of the market, on the weekend. I know it's wrong, but that's why I want to come here to listen to you. Maybe you can help do something about
So
it.
you're a private
Yeah, right.
individual that consults with
With the
restaurant
restaurant, yeah.
about health regulations.
That's right.
So you talk to the health department people, right? Often.
I did many times. Yeah, I stressed the problem to them. Now it depends, like she's saying too. If I know that person, whether they are a health department officer, they will come down. They will give me advice, how to get away from the problem. But normally the person is not be there in the market. Somebody else be there in the market. They were so sticky, but
So
yeah,
let me ask you,
no.
in your conversation with some of the health inspectors, okay, how do they feel? I mean, the same question I asked this lady, how do they feel about this particular rule of the fact that you have to refrigerate it and so on? Do they think that, I think this rule is crazy, nonsense, doesn't
No.
mean it? Or did they say, hey, I believe that you got to do it, and I just need to kind of get a sense as to what is their personal belief versus whether or not what's their official belief. Because officially you have to follow the rule. I mean they're sworn officers to uphold the law. The law is the law, and that's it. But you know how policemen are, right? Policemen say, this is a crazy rule, but I got to do it. I got to write you a ticket, but I think it's crazy. Sometimes policemen say that. So
But like they said, it's for the public health.
I
So
think the problem here is that they're not understanding the food products. They don't understand, or they're not familiar with the products. So if you have someone who's familiar with the products, I think they can kind of say, oh, this doesn't make sense, because I've eaten it, and I know that, you don't have to refrigerate it. But I think that's the thing. You have a
So
lot of...
do you have health inspectors in Orange County that is like that they know that what they're doing, they have to do it, but they know that it's not really harmful?
I don't know if
I-
there's any
You know what, let me explain to you, I deal with a lot of health department person. I even know the director of the health department in Los Angeles and West Covina. I will visit them. We even talking about, when the law, a person write the law with health department, they're never talking with the person or culture of the people, like Thai people, how to make the dessert and things like that. They just write the raw, just put in the raw and then pass the raw, and then never thinking about what is chicken, how do we make. They should get it together with doing research first before you write the raw. That's very, very important, how that dessert came from, how did they make it, how they processed it until to go to the public. The raw just came out already, and now they enforce that. I try to explain to you.
I understand exactly how
I
these government officials work.
Yeah.
Their job is to uphold the law,
Right.
and if they go ahead out there and they see the law broken, they're going to write you up.
Right.
And their argument is that, look, if I don't do this and someone gets sick, it's going to be on my mark, and I don't want to do that. But again, I just need to kind of,
many of inspector is my regular customer.
Your regular
yeah,
customer?
it's my regular customer. But when they come and eat, it's a different when they come and inspect. Okay.
On duty.
Yeah. So what can I say? What can they say? They don't have to order if they don't like it. Because a lot of dessert that they like, they even carry it home and eat. So I know.
So when okay, let me ask that. So when they purchase and order that dessert,
Yes.
that clearly you're supposed to refrigerate and you don't refrigerate, or I don't know. I guess you follow the law.
But yes, mine is I have to follow. To live in this business, I have to follow.
But this happened in Thailand also. It's about 2 or 3 years already. We have six health department show up in Thailand festival in Hollywood every single year.
In where?
In Hollywood Boulevard.
What city?
In Hollywood.
Los Angeles.
Oh, Los Angeles.
I have an experience by myself. There was argument with Thai barbecue. They write up to me almost every year, you know. And you know what happened after they're done? They say, okay, we're gonna go eat. They buy Thai barbecue, wrap that, and then hold it back, take it home. It might take 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours to get home. I don't know what happened. Before you're doing that, you're so sticking about, oh, it have to be temperature, all kind of thing and that. When you the one have to eat my food, you hold my food right by my eyes. What's wrong with that? I have no idea with that one. So
You know, bureaucrats, they just follow the rules. That's all they do. They just follow, like a soldier. They just follow the
They
rules.
follow.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
The
I
supervisor of
even
health
train
department is always
vendors,
coming
you
to
know,
us.
the best way to do it, you know, just to be polite to all the health department, it help a lot, you know. Don't even asking about why not.
Yeah.
You asking why not, you cut it short just like that.
No, but like why not? They open the book and they say this page.
See, that's a
but
bureaucrat.
yeah, they
Their
bring
job
the book, so
is
that's
to
your
just follow
so
the rule.
you can.
Because if they
Unless
don't follow the
you
rule
rewrite it.
and something happened,
They have
they're
problem.
gonna
Right.
ask them for it.
Right.
I'm a self-safe certified. I used to be certified by, self-safe. So I think their point of view is that, the public, they're trying to protect the public, to make sure that, because sometimes if you are the owner of the dessert, you wanted to extend the shelf life as long as possible because it's your car. You don't want to throw it away. But when it passes a certain point, you have to throw it away because otherwise, people eat it and then they get sick.
Right.
E. coli is very, very dangerous.
Right. Okay. Have you guys done anything about this? You guys have just accepted it and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think a lot of them, they're saying that they just accept it. But, when we were doing the rice noodle thing, a lot of the conversation came up. Like, what can we do to kind of help
To be,
the
yeah.
community?
Kind of
So, can I just say that this is an issue of sticky rice? Is that enough? I mean, the issue with the Thai community is about just the issue of the sticky rice.
It's not really just really
Sticky rice.
sticky
It's
rice.
other desserts too.
Like what other dessert?
Can see how many.
Well, we have a list.
But
I
that's
can,
all
if
sticky
you want me
rice.
to list, I can list like 100 at least. At least.
But a lot of the dessert is mostly flour based or sticky rice and stuff. But a lot of it is like flour and beans and stuff like
So
that.
yeah, it would help me. So to group them, okay, let me just tell you. Let's just say that I get a bill. I'm not saying we'll get a bill. I think the first thing I want to do is I want to sit down with the health officials in Sacramento and say, hey, what's the story on this, okay? But let's just say that, the rule is the rule. Just like rice noodle, it's only 2 hours. You have to refrigerate. So if I say, okay, let's get a bill to take care of the sticky rice problem. We get a bill to take care of sticky rice, but then there are other issues too, right? The other dessert problem. So I just need to know how many bills we're going to deal with and how many issues, or maybe we can just do a Thai food types of dessert so that, like you say, you don't want to go ahead and do a bill for all of these dessert you're talking about, list them all, and then all of a sudden tomorrow, a Thai, restaurant person figure out a different, Thai dessert, and it turns out that that is not on the list, and then now you got another bill. So if we can get
What about if I'm sorry, what about if I list all the Thai desserts came out and I make the category of which one able to put in the refrigerator, which one is outside, how long it should be, and then that's supposed to be, and then I submit it to you and then you work with that one. Is that possible to do?
why don't you get it to, what's Andrew?
He's awesome.
Oh, he's the brother. Andrew, Johan works on the Chinese medicine issue. We had a hearing about Chinese, but he and Andrew work together. And then Andrew is working with Mel Apulia, who is a Filipino staff, and they're working on the food issue. So I think that it would be good for you to probably get it to Mel Apulia.
I think you need to list all the items
All
that you
the
want to leave
items.
out,
Yeah.
like outside for
Which
24
one is
hours.
outside? Which one we agree to be inside? Which one to be agreed at room temperature? And then we work it out with that one. So we cannot think Thai dessert, it has to be in refrigerator. It's not. And I will tell you exactly which one should be outside, and then let's see what the health department.
Well, I mean, it's a good start. It's a good start. But again, like I said, you're going to give me a list.
Yeah.
But then what if tomorrow, I have a restaurant, my cook invent a new dessert.
So what he's saying that have a list, but make sure that you say, okay, all this is like sticky rice. So then he can say, okay, anything that is sticky rice, we should be able to leave outside. Or anything that is like, I don't know, beans, it should be left outside. So instead of going through and listing like 200-300 items,
They don't need the
he
name
wants a
of the
category.
food. They need the one that cook with what.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah. If I say some dessert, I have to tell them exactly what is inside there. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you can like
Not just
list
only the
it,
name,
but
yeah.
have
Name
the
is not to do
categories,
that,
that
yeah.
would be, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be easier.
Yeah.
But you know why the Thai dessert is some like a fry, sometimes like a steam, and some of like a boiling, something like that. You have to shut that category also.
You don't have any
Like a
problem.
glued tart, something like that.
Yeah, but I had argued with the health inspector.
So the ones that you fry and the steam,
Anything.
any problem there?
She said it's still problem. Anything if mixed with coconut milk, you have to put in the refrigerator. Anything.
I think the issue here is like everything in mostly Thai food, it's gonna have some kind of coconut in it.
Right.
Okay, even like fried banana,
Right.
Yeah.
you're
still
gonna have like the
coconut.
outside flour has a little coconut in it. So
Yes.
they're saying that anything with coconut has to be refrigerated or
that right?
under the heat, and that's the
That's
issue.
right. That's the issue. That's
Okay.
what I think.
Even barbecue chicken, beef thing, and have to have coconut in there to put in the ingredient.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the aroma it won't come out that way.
And coconut milk is really milk, or is just coconut flavor?
It's a
It's
coconut.
a coconut.
The juice inside a coconut, right?
No, not like
It's
this.
like
It's
dry-
a meat.
The meat
Coconut
inside the
meat,
coconut.
you have
Dry
to fry
meat
it.
and
And then after you fry it, you put warm water in there.
Then you squeeze
And
out
then you
the-
squeeze
that's-
out
Just like
just the
oil.
milk.
It's just like a oil from coconut.
Oh.
That's it.
Not,
But it's not the color of the oil is white.
Maybe you shouldn't call it coconut milk, because every time, because everybody, reacts when they say milk, it has to be refrigerated. So, but that's cow milk.
They're scared about milk.
Yeah.
no, but
Should have
he
changed
said
to
anything
coconut
with
milk.
coconut. No, anything with coconut.
Anything, yeah.
Or anything with coconut.
Anything cooked with coconut, she said it must be refrigerated. Including fried banana, because we put some coconut. And then after you warm it, you put it certain hour that when the customer, you put it in the refrigerator, when you warm it, it's not
Something
crunchy
else, yeah,
anymore.
something
It's
else.
soft, and then they don't want to buy it.
So you're in Orange County, huh?
Yes.
You talk to anybody in Orange County, board supervisor?
We'll talk to many of inspector, even the supervisor just wrote me up again one
No,
time.
not the supervisor of the,
No,
You think
no,
that did you talk to
No,
any
no.
political?
no, I never
Complain
go to the
about-
political. Like I said, when they come with the book and the rule number and things like that, you know, if you want to do this business, you can't really change it because the mention is the public health, not for you and I. That's what they say. So what can I say?
But I think another issue is like they're putting all these food products and they're putting it into a category and say, okay, this is like a prepared food. So it's like fried rice, you need to refrigerate it or you need to keep it in a heat wrap.
has there been any state, public health, this is all county public health people coming to you, right? No state public health people?
No.
But I think they all follow
They
the
all-
state.
right.
That's the thing.
Yes, they follow.
And I think what she's saying is that she has several different restaurants in different areas, and then each time the different areas.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So the thing is that the law is, in a way, it's just a guideline or very vague because they say prepare food. So it's up to the inspector to say what is the prepared food. So is it like fried banana? Do we put it in this category or we don't put it in this category? So it's kind of like every time the inspector comes, you have different inspector. Oh yeah, you have to put it in. Oh no, you don't put it in. Oh no, you put it in. So it's difficult.
The thing of it is, they would ask you
Yeah.
what it's made from.
So-
You have to say flour, coconut, sugar. That you have to tell.
So can I ask, so your restaurant is in Orange County. Any other counties that people can, you know, your members or Thai people have had problems with?
I think they use all the same book, you know. it's not
Well,
different,
I saw because when I go to Hollywood,
LA County?
Boulevard, LA County, I saw all those desserts out. I don't know. I didn't see they have a problem.
Oh, so you're saying that in Orange County, they're pretty strict, but then when you go to LA County, they don't care?
I don't know they care or not. But
Inspector didn't come.
Okay.
Every 3 months.
I mean, listen to this, okay? Let me tell you the truth.
so I don't know.
Health Department Director in Los Angeles is not, he's have a heart. I've been talking to him already. He's saying he tried to tell everybody under supervisor, you know, to come down a little bit with the Thai dessert. This is true. But I don't tell you who is that. Okay? I don't want to have a
See, that's exactly what I'm saying. You know, are there people that are inspectors that know that they have to follow the rule, but in their heart, you know, they don't think there's anything wrong?
Yeah,
You know,
right.
that's what I need. And the reason I need that help is that I need to have those individuals that I can then call and say, hey, you know, can you come up to Sacramento and talk, you know, not in an open forum, but in a private meeting with the state health people and say that, you know, I'm a health inspector and I think that the rule you have is crazy. I have to follow it because I'm a health inspector, but I think it's crazy. We need those kind of people because I've got bureaucrats in Sacramento too who also believe that this is public health, you got to do it this way. But if you have health inspectors in the field who think that it's crazy, then I need to know those people.
I think we should be able to buy one. We know that we have a Thai people, a Thai gentleman who also
The health inspector?
Health inspector.
Where?
In Los Angeles. In
No, he's my friend. He's my friend. Yeah, I know him very well. He's my friend.
these are the person that we need to come and support.
Yeah, we need him to come into Sacramento when I have the State Department of Public Health people, and I will tell you, you know, that LA,
I can give you that director.
the
That
LA,
director. Take him to see to
No, no.
talk to you and you will
the
exchange.
LA Health Inspector Chief is not a person to talk to, because he's the one that went into the Chinese place
Oh, no.
and throw away all the red food on it.
He moved to another city. This guy. He moved to. I don't want to say city. You probably know that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know.
a good. Yeah.
But those are the individuals I need, because
He's good.
you know, look, we all have rules. We all have laws, okay? Is every law that we pass in Sacramento good? I don't know, you know?
No.
Yeah, so we don't need to follow, you know, and so.
Okay, is there any
Lots,
over?
no.
Look at that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I think the first order of
Yeah.
business is we need that list.
All right.
And we need to. Now, are you recording all that stuff?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good.
Not all of them.
Oh, good, that would be nice, because it would be good to get Mel a copy of that so she can hear all the discussion, my staff,
Okay,
you
sure,
know.
sure.
Okay, but that would
so
be.
much important, you know. After I work with him for 10 years now, he understands people now. Okay, you have to make money for living. You only make $40, $50 a day just for earn money for living, and then all the dessert they make it's not on the shelf for too long. People are gonna come on weekend, come and rank, they buy it and eat it. Only few places take long time to sell it. That's it. You know, nothing wrong with that. You know, if you don't eat my food, you know, don't tell everybody not gonna eat my food. You know, I studied this like packing duck. Packing duck, I'm the one side petition too on doing that time long ago. You cannot hang duck on outside. You know, they've been eating for generations, 4,000 years. Nothing wrong with that. You know.
Okay.
Is it true that the new law, you cannot make any more shark fin soup?
Oh, shit.
He's so
Yeah.
You know,
This issue.
Well, I am with you on that issue. I was not the person who authored the bill, but the basic bill that passed says that, I think it's March, that you can no longer have, sell or prepare shark fin soup for the public. The bill basically says that whatever you have, okay, as it stands right now, whatever you have, that's all you can. You cannot purchase any more for sale and so on. You can only use up whatever you have and up to March of this year. And then after that, no
So
more.
you have to go out of the country and eat.
No, you go to Nevada
Or New York.
or New York, wherever it is. And that's unfortunate.
you still want that health department director, the one I'm talking about?
Not now, but eventually we would like to do that. Because so let me just tell you what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the governor's people, tell them what the problem is. Because one of the ways that we were able to get Schwarzenegger to support our bill was that I told the health department that if he does not support our bill, we will go out there and say a Republican governor is killing jobs. No Republican wants to be accused of killing jobs. We Democrats kill jobs. Republicans don't kill jobs. So he don't want us to say that. But Jerry Brown is also very interesting because he also don't want to say that he's killing jobs because you know he wants to be a friend with everybody. So I want to talk to the governor's people first, and then have them put pressure on the health department. And then once you get me the list, I'll talk to Jackie about it, and so we'll figure it out. And then eventually I want to talk to the health department and say, look, we got a problem, okay? And I want to see if we can fix the problem administratively. Then we don't need a bill. Then it can be done right away. Now, one of the bad things about just the regulation is that, well, one day the regulation is this, another day the regulation is that. If you have a law, then it's forever, unless someone changes it. So let's just see how it goes. What I like to do is I want to make the change and fix the problem right away. Because I don't want to wait and so on. If they won't do it on their own, then you know we will have to talk to the governor. If he says you have to get a law, we'll have to maybe do a law. But I want to do a law that will take care of all the problems. I don't want to, you know, sticky rice one year, another this, another that, all that kind of stuff. So that's all. Because you know these things take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. It's not easy. So even the rice noodle took a long time. You know, we had to have several hearings and a lot of time. You know, so that's probably what we're going to do.
It made me feel a lot better, you know, because I speak for a lot of vendors waiting for for this meeting. I told him, you know, it's about the new law come out, they're gonna enforce it. And say, what are you gonna do? I have to earn some money for living thing. And I said, don't scare it, you know. Let me get to talk to Senator and let's see what happens. You know, maybe nothing to lose.
Well, so you know how I see this, okay? These kinds of laws are discriminatory. They're discriminatory because of the fact that if we were in Thailand, right, you would do all this stuff, right, and no problem, right? But just because you come over here, then they say there's a problem. Well, why? You know, it's only because these laws are not sensitive to our Asian culture, so it discriminates against Asian culture. Now, if these laws really protect, you know, the public, then that's not a problem. But they don't protect the public. And the reason why they don't protect the public is that if all of a sudden that health inspector was in Thailand and I was in Thailand, your restaurant in Thailand, we'd be okay. So you know, you're not really protecting it. You just say you protect it. I can say I'm God, you know.